Hello, hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Live at WAYO. I'm Maya Schwartz, and today in the studio we have the incredible Mount Goose, one of my favorite bands from RIT.
Yay.
Hi, Maya.
I don't really know what else to say.
Yeah.
Other than, do you guys want to get right into the music?
Yeah, I mean, we're really happy to be here. We're very thankful for WAYO for bringing us here.
Oh,
yeah.
I see myself on the big screen. This is really cool.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll get right into it, I guess. This is our first song, Rev.
Yeah, this is Rev. Ready? Cool. Okay!
Rock too hard.
Yeah.
Rock too way hard. Way too hard.
Rocked way too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got
WAYO like the radio station.
Shout out Feder Industrial Complex, where we are right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really cool space, and we are super excited to be here.
Yeah, super excited to have you guys here. Actually, if you want a chance, listeners, if you want a chance to ask the band a question, you can text 585-203-9296. Or if numbers aren't your thing, you can text 585-203-WAYO.
And then we can promptly ignore the question.
Yeah. We aren't going to answer any of them, but you can ask them.
We'll just nod at the camera. We're like...
Any radio-only listeners, you will not receive any response whatsoever.
Yeah. Cool. Should we just play another song, maybe?
I guess.
Some more music?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of music.
Yeah. I'm kind of apathetic if I'm being completely honest. Yeah.
All right.
How about them oil prices? They don't get
that song, we actually got 2 questions.
Oh,
I
wow.
know.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
I didn't study.
Well, this first one says, what do Mount Goose do when they're not playing music?
Very little.
I would say we spend a lot of time at the pond at the public park in
Yeah.
Rochester.
Some
people feed us
come by.
breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
and-
Although, according to a show, I think you're not actually supposed to feed like waterfowl breadcrumbs. I
That's
think
true.
frozen peas are better for
But
them.
I still
I don't
ate
know if
them.
that's
I still
true.
eat
Like
them.
breadcrumbs. If they stop
But,
feeding me
yeah.
breadcrumbs, I'm gonna go crazy.
Sometimes if there's not people with breadcrumbs, we like dig around the garbage and stuff.
Yeah. Sometimes like biting people as they walk by. That's always a
Yeah, but only if
delight.
they get too
Yeah.
close.
Should we give like an actual answer?
Yeah, I just played games, and so I'm
Yeah.
like,
Someone's been playing a lot of a very specific game recently.
This is very true.
Hi, Sean.
Hi.
I don't know if
I
we're
really
allowed to
like-
say which game,
I
but
really like Skyrim. That's not a promotion. I just really like it. I will play Skyrim until I
shout out to
die.
Todd Howard.
I like
Shout out Todd Howard.
I like to draw a lot. I
Yeah.
like to color.
We've been watching Severance too. It's a good show.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
All my commissions recently have been SoundCloud rappers. So
Oh,
I
You're-
forgot you take commissions.
yeah, if you're a SoundCloud rapper, I got
that's
you.
true. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something and I remembered. I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, going into this, we were very, very worried about like whether or not we'd be able to abide FCC guidelines.
Yeah.
So we like had a couple of like practice sessions where we were like, okay, we cannot say bad things.
Yeah.
And we kind of abided to it while practicing.
Yeah.
Censoring punk feels a little weird just in nature, but
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
I guess.
It's like
Okay.
wholesome.
yeah.
What's the second question? I'm
Oh
intrigued.
yeah.
The second question says, how did y'all get together and form the band?
This is actually a
Oh,
really
this is
fun
great.
story,
Steven,
I
yeah,
think.
answer
Yeah.
it, yeah.
So freshman year, we all go to the same school, RIT, and they do a thing with freshmen where they divide them up into like groups of people who each have
Factions.
What is it?
Unique
OL,
traits.
orientation leader. Ours was this guy named Josue. He was a wonderful person, and we were all
Shout
within
out
that
Josue.
same group. And then like from that first couple of weeks, we just kind of didn't know anyone else, so we just spent all our time with our group. And then we just sort of stuck together throughout the years. We wound up living together second year. We just sort of stuck together through there. And I think it was freshman year. We had made a habit of taking like nighttime walks together and stuff around campus. And on one of those walks, we were all like, "Wait a second, we all play instruments. Yeah, we should do something about this." And then like a full year, I think 2 years.
It was a while later.
It was a long time before we actually
Yeah.
played in
It
front
was
of
actually,
anybody.
it was my friend Eli from Savage Henry, the drummer. Great band. Rest in
Love
peace.
Savage
we love
Henry.
them.
Yeah.
I was just at a party with him, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in a little bit." He's like, "Oh shit, you guys should." Oh, sorry. Oh heck, you guys should play a show. And yeah, and they were like, "Yeah, you can open," and that was kind of the start, and it was fun, and yeah.
It's so.
Shout out Eli. Shout out
Yeah.
Savage Henry.
$20,000.
Yeah. Should we play should we play the next song?
Yeah.
You want to just jump?
Yeah.
Really fast out of this?
That sounds
Yeah.
cool. What's this next one called, Sean?
Oh, that's a good question. It's called Act My Wage.
This is the next song. Living in a world of excess, where one person will see. Everybody hates money, well I just wanna see. I just wanna see, but I can't find my
cool.
Steven, you lost a drumstick.
Yeah, a little bit.
We've all lost something once, I think.
Yeah, luckily this is the first time today that I've lost a drumstick.
The nature of loss is that it's natural.
True. It's all just one
Wise
cycle.
words with Mount Goose. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Do we wanna? What do we wanna?
Yeah, we could.
I could ask one of my questions.
that would be cool, yeah.
Pre-prepared question.
Nice.
Um,
I'm gonna kill this. It's dead.
What was it like starting out in the RIT punk scene? Like, what was your experience with that?
It was so cool.
It was so welcoming.
There's such
It's
a
cool.
nice group of people.
I'm not gonna lie. I was initially terrified. I've been like
Yeah.
kind of a nerd most of my life, and I had like pretty bad social anxiety. And I played the night before our first show at the Outhouse. I was like up at night going, "Oh my god!
He was freaking
oh my
out.
god!" I was freaking out.
And then at that first show,
Wait.
I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
I'm never.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so at that first show, we had to wait like 20 minutes for doors,
That's what I was gonna say.
and all of the anxiety kind of just turned to like annoyance, and I was like, "Just let me play now." And then suddenly I was like, "Oh, okay, this is actually awesome."
Yeah.
Shout
You
out.
can finish your thought.
Shout out.
I was
Putz.
going to say what you just said.
Oh.
Shout out Putz, because at first we were like, oh, they're
Oh
a big
my
scary
God,
metal
shout
band,
out.
but they're just some of like the nicest, sweetest
Oh my
people.
god,
and
I love them.
Yeah.
we were
I love
so
them
happy that we
much.
got to play a show with them.
And they like scared the hell out of us technically too. Like I saw their guitarist, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
god, yeah.
they're so cool.
I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Their drummer is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so much fun going through that first set, like, because I know for a lot of the time when we were starting off, I had like a lot of anxiety, like as a drummer, because prior to like this, I had never played like a drum kit.
Yeah.
Like I had done
'Cause
like
you were
marching
marching,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. And then going to that first show that we did, us playing first, and then seeing the other two bands playing after us, and I was just like,
Yeah.
oh no.
But yeah, no, it's been really cool, and we love that it's it's flourishing. There's a lot of new bands coming out.
Really cool.
You know, like shout out Schizo.
Shout out.
Shout out Schizo,
Shout out
yeah.
Schizo.
You haven't played with us yet.
No,
so-
not yet.
It'll happen.
It'll
happen.
happen.
Shout out the Gin and Critter Fits.
Yeah,
Oh,
those are
that's
some
okay.
other.
I have
other small
entirely
bands.
unselfish reasons for
Yeah.
promoting those two bands.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're not promoting. That's
Word of mouth, baby.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but there's just a lot of really cool people making cool stuff in the scene. So-
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. There's always people to play with. It's very
Yeah.
fun.
Sorry, that was kind of a ramble. But
No, I mean,
No, that's all right. That's what these
here to
mic breaks
ramble.
are for.
Oh yeah, I love rambling.
yeah. And it's very nice, like getting a little break in between songs, because normally when we're
Yeah.
playing, it's just
It's
like
nonstop.
do
Go,
a lot
go,
of stuff,
go.
then do a lot of stuff, then do a lot of stuff, and like now we're just
a lot of
hanging
our
out.
lineup
Yeah.
is actually dictated by what hurts us too much.
Yeah.
yeah.
So unfortunately, like our song "Chili Pup,"
Yeah. You two have been trying to put that back into the mix for it feels like forever, and every time I'm like, nope, that hurts too much.
it just kills you. And
Yeah.
another one, which we may or may not play
Woohoo.
today. Genuinely, it's like
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
we'll see what happens.
We might if we. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to play some music?
Yeah.
We actually got another
Oh,
question.
thank gosh.
wow.
Thank God. All right.
What bands inspire your sound?
Oh, that's a
or
good one.
Death
what are
Grips.
you currently listening to?
Death Grips.
Yeah. That's the only band any of us ever listened
That's
to.
literally
Crazy Frog too. I think.
Yeah.
Crazy Frog.
Axel F.
Axel F.
No, but for
no,
real,
Axel F is the song name.
I think
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
I'm pulling up my Spotify. Death from Above. I've been loving Death from Above lately.
Yeah, I've been listening to a band I hadn't heard of until literally today called the Hers Collective. That's
pretty
Hers with an I instead of an E. It's honestly really good.
I think a big one for me was The Garden, because I had a bass for like a year or so before I actually like enjoyed playing it. I think it's just because I wasn't playing songs I enjoyed, but their bassist, he plays it like very like melodically and kind of do whatever on it. And so that kind of inspired me to pick up
Yeah.
bass again with these guys.
I also
know.
really like Adrian Lenker.
Me and Sean both listened to a lot of My Chemical Romance.
Oh my
which just
God. Yes, I
frustrated
forgot about
Alex
that. How did I
to an
forget that?
unending degree.
I love My
Very
Gun.
frequently while we're practicing as a bit, me and Sean will just start playing either House of Wolves or
Brian Storm.
Brian
by
Storm.
Arctic Monkeys. That was
just
a big
because
one.
those both start off for me at least like very recognizable drum things, and so it's very easy to like wordlessly
Drum.
communicate to Sean, we're doing this now.
We're doing this now.
It
Yeah.
hurts me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wanna run something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hop into the next song.
Yeah. What's your favorite combination of 3 letters and 4 numbers?
I like KCG 9308. It's a song about this one guy.
It could be.
What do you think,
Yeah.
That song is purely fictitious.
Yes.
Yeah, fictional. Not about anything real.
Yeah. What's
real.
the like blurb that comes up at the start of every Assassin's Creed game? Like, oh,
We work in the shadows to serve the light.
No. I mean, like the
'Cause that's
legal
what we do.
disclaimer.
Oh yeah, like
Oh,
any
Ubisoft
story,
Montreal,
any story
yeah, like
relations are not related to real persons.
Yeah, yeah, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That applies for all songs.
yes,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If we have a song about a park, for example, that has nothing to do with the actual park or any actions that any individuals might have taken at said park.
This is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we had a song about crazy frogs, there didn't have to actually be crazy frogs.
yeah.
you know?
They could be entirely sane frogs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different types of frogs out there.
Did you know that a toad is not a frog? See, I thought
kind
it
of
was,
don't believe.
I thought it was a
I don't-
square rectangle situation where like
Yeah.
a toad is a frog, but not a frog isn't a toad necessarily. But
Yeah, that's what I
apparently
thought
they're
too.
just separate categories, I guess. is what
Hey,
I've been told.
I'm googling this.
Oh, Steven's googling this.
Speaking of, actually, it reminded me. I was about to pull up Instagram Reels, like
Yes, no, yeah.
radio session.
Toads are a type of frog.
Toads are a type
Yes,
of frog.
toads are a type
Okay,
of frog.
so I was lied to
Who was
earlier.
saying that they weren't?
I don't want to.
No, say it on the
anyone
radio.
on the air.
I think it might have been me, Loki.
Yeah, we'll say it's Sean.
Yeah.
Okay, it was
Even though it wasn't.
Sean does a lot of things. By the way, I think Sean promised that Sean would do a triple backflip
yeah. Okay, wait.
on
That is
radio
true.
on
Wait,
air.
wait,
But he's
today.
very bashful about it. So anyone watching the stream, look away
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
No, it's cool. There's more space like over
He's taking off
here.
his guitar. Okay,
oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
2 seconds.
And so it's a
Yeah.
triple backflip, right? Steven,
Yeah.
do you want to count with me?
Okay.
For the spins.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, hold on one second.
Also, this is just for our listeners. If you're a visual person, if you're watching the live
Yeah,
stream, we'd rather you
yeah,
look away.
yeah.
This is mostly for the audio people.
ready?
On
Yeah.
there. Yep.
Ready?
One, two,
2, 3.
a third spin, and then and sticks
Whoa.
the landing.
Oh my god. He went like 9 feet off the ground there.
Wow!
Whoa.
And 3 spins.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool,
Wow.
Sean.
That was really
I'm
cool.
so glad our listeners got to hear that.
Yeah.
I wish they could have been here to see it too.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That was,
Yeah, no,
was pretty
it
awesome.
Yeah,
it
but
cool.
unfortunately, like within view of the cameras, there's just no space to do
No,
that
it's
flip.
cool.
Yeah.
But all
Anyway, the
engineers
the
thought,
thing
"Shut
that
up,
we
Lee."
had been talking about doing after Act My Wage, I forgot about that. Do you want to do it after Fruit?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
We
maybe.
should probably play the next song before
Wait,
people
hold on.
change the channel and
I
stuff.
guess.
We got a couple more questions.
Oh my gosh!
okay.
yes.
They're-
they're,
my-
they're just nonstop
Yeah.
coming
Okay,
in.
okay,
Everyone
we'll
loves us.
do a question or
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
We're chatterboxes.
Yeah.
This first one, it says, "I'm curious, where did you get your instruments? Were they gifted or did you buy them yourselves?"
Oh, this is an interesting.
Can I go
question.
first?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can.
you
I
go
can.
We
first.
jump
have like
in.
You have a
very
cool
different
story.
answers.
So mine was I went to a garage sale with my friend Joris, and I got this bass, and the wiring just kind of died mid-show at one point.
This is true.
For our second show. So
that was our second show.
I redid the wiring, and then I just swapped into a different body. That's where this little flower-looking guitar came from. I just cut it in a wood shop and stuff, and painted it. So it's kind of falling apart. It's kind of Frankenstein. The tuning peg is like 3D printed. The wiring is fuzzy, but
Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's it.
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
that's all
I
I
thought you were
got.
gonna go more. I had a guitar that I borrowed from my dad for a very long time. I kind of chipped it, so I felt bad about that. I bought another guitar at some point. That one's made some appearances in different Mount Goose shows. It sounds not very good, but it makes a fun whistling sound. Which should I talk about?
It's going to be featured on.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so we might have some recording stuff in the works, low key. Wow. And if you listen really hard in, I think, Act My Wage, you'll hear a recorder. That's not a recorder. That's that guitar.
Yeah.
Just sounds like.
And then this one I actually recently just got. It's very nice, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And Steven, where'd you get that kit, Steven?
So this chunk of the kit came from Sean's friend. I don't know.
Well,
who
it came
this
from me first.
Okay, so it was yours and then your friends and then yours
Yeah.
and now it's here.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, cool. All of the cymbals and the snare drum, I went to a music store before one of our shows and I was just like, hey, what are the cheapest cymbals and snare I can buy? And honestly, I really like them, so I've just stuck with them. Really cool. My pedal I bought, and these sticks I bought like 30 minutes ago because I forgot all of my
Steven
sticks.
forgot every stick.
We got your no drum
that was a little
sticks.
awkward,
Yeah.
but we had time to spare, so it was fine.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's the other question?
Yeah.
The other one is asking Sean how he learned to backflip.
Oh, that's a great story.
3 times in a row, too.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Easy.
so after I got off tour with Slipknot, I worked in a traveling circus for a little bit, and I was only there for like 3 years. It was when I was like 17, so it was like from what's that 14 to 17.
Surely you're the only member
Yeah.
of the band with a history related to the circus.
Surely. And anyway,
Hi, Alex.
yeah, I don't know. It was kind of neat for my act. I would do these triple backflips.
I really hope
as
there's
this
a question
big,
about that.
This big gorilla would always chase me around. And it was pretty cool. That circus unfortunately shut down because, the incident.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Big Bingo's traveling group.
You really lost steam at the end there.
Yeah, no, R.I.P. Big Bingos, bro.
Traveling group.
I don't want to talk about it.
Do we play?
Can we play the next
Yeah,
song?
I don't want to.
But before you get into it,
oh.
before you get
Okay.
into it, I want to remind our radio listeners that you can watch what's happening live in the studio right now on wayofm.org, and you can click watch. The button should
I'm
be
waving
right
to the
there.
camera.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
the
I
camera.
don't-
You'll get to see
Alex,
Mount
it's that one-
Goose's
that one over
beautiful
there.
faces.
Yeah. Is there like the lights on the camera? Is there a significance? Like, is the red one the one that's on? Or
No,
The blue one?
no, I think it's the. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Don't worry.
Don't even worry about it.
Let's play the next
All
song.
right.
What's even light anyway?
What's the next song, Sean?
What is the next song?
I know
It's
the
Fruit.
next. I actually said the next song
It's
earlier.
Fruit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, this one's called Fruit.
It actually has a really long name that I don't remember.
This is where anyone listening should tune in, or to this live stream. I mean,
This is where it gets crazy.
this is where it gets really crazy. I hate you. Sorry.
Can we say hate? Can we say hate on the radio? Is that okay?
Urkel. And the violin bass. Tis in brandy, I feel bottles starting again. Apples and whiskey, berries and rum. My brain is jaded and faded and gone. When I eat it all the food,
started acting. A fool.
What did you do? The human! And again!
What?
I hate you for pump faking.
Yep.
Why would you do that?
Yep. I feel like we probably should have warned them that there was going to be a rapid change in volume there a little bit.
Sorry, we love you, Wayo.
Yeah. Yay.
Hooray. We got another question.
Oh my god. Y'all are so
Says,
curious.
what's the deal with playing the bass with a spoon?
Oh yeah.
Jerry
Seinfeld.
That was pretty good actually. Yeah. So I think when I got the first bass at the garage sale, the strings were really dead, and I didn't have other strings, and so the only way I could get like kind of like a crunchy tone at all was with the spoon, I guess. Like originally I was kind of scraping against the strings, and that was weird sounding, so I tried slapping with the spoon, and it gives it just like a kind of crunchy metal sound that I like.
Yeah. And now it just adds like a lot of fun character and tone, and there's always someone who's wondering about it. It's pretty much like a gimmick. We're really here for your views.
I keep like 4 spoons in my guitar bag just because I lose them a lot.
If someone ever stole your guitar bag, they would be so confused.
I know.
I'd be really confused.
Maybe I eat a lot of soup.
How
Maybe
many-
that's the explanation.
Actually, I have a question for you, Alex. How many spoons have you lost over the course of Mount Goose?
I've probably lost a fair amount of spoons, but my
Aw.
favorite spoons that I was given was my friend Braden. Shout out Braden. He's awesome. Gave me a set of 3 rainbow spoons, and I haven't lost those ones yet. And those are my favorites.
Yeah.
They are very cool. They look like an oil slick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for those video watchers. We're doing like a 4K.
Oh yeah, you got to do the makeup.
Yeah,
review,
yeah.
you know?
Speaking of
Like
oil,
fushigi.
that's not our next song.
No, it's not.
Another listener asks
Oh,
if
my
the
gosh.
spoons are from Gracie's.
My first one was from Gracie's, actually. I hate
This is true.
I realized I didn't even mean to take it home. I think I accidentally took it home one time in my pocket, and I don't have the Gracie's spoon anymore, unfortunately, but it was a Gracie's spoon that we first
Can I make a mildly controversial statement about Gracie's?
Yes.
Yeah.
They should bring back that pasta bar.
Yes, absolutely.
This is to anyone who's not like an RIT student. This is gonna make like very little sense.
it's going to make a
but they had-
bunch of sense.
They used to have this pasta bar. It was okay. It was a reliable mid, but like we would go after practice actually a lot of time
Yeah.
and get like a meal.
And it was
And
awesome.
it was really good. You could get it. It was relatively cheap. And then they changed the whole like structure.
So now
to,
it's like
it's like
there's
brunch.
like 2 offerings of pasta, and you have to pick between those two,
this
and they're
is
both
just-
always really bad.
Yeah, it's just not great. And I mean, Gracie's has had its troubled, history, but that was
could
that
say
was a
that.
shimmer of hope, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
cascaded against the rocks of despair.
Yeah,
That
as
was
someone
beautiful.
who
Thank you.
worked at Gracie's. I
Oh, no.
We love Gracie.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we?
I checked what the next one
Should
is.
we play
earlier,
the
and I
Should we
forgot.
play the next song?
Should we play the next song? Is it?
yeah,
is it-
yeah.
That's
is
a little
it-
scary.
It's a scary one.
Yeah.
What
was that song?
How many songs do we have left?
Not many.
Not many.
Yeah.
What's the time looking like? I don't
It
want
is 2:30. There's a clock right behind you.
2:30.
2:30.
Oh, no way.
That's like
I gotta go to the dentist.
2:30.
that's
All
a,
right.
that's a little dad joke for people who
Yeah.
know dad jokes. It's about the dentist.
For my 9 kids.
It's about
out
Sean
there.
Connery. It's always used.
By the way, actually,
It's how does Sean Connery go to?
If anyone has-
authority.
if anyone has
What?
any good dad
Authority.
jokes,
You know Sean Connery.
if anyone has a good dad jokes, feel free to text them in, and
Yeah.
we can
Oh,
share
that's
them on
true.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Family,
actually, that's
family
funny.
friendly,
Yeah.
please. Family friendly,
fine.
please.
Yes.
But
Well, all dad jokes are family friendly.
Family friend. They're all family centric.
Yeah.
Why don't we do some questions?
Yeah.
Are
Are there any?
any questions?
There are a crap ton of questions.
Oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, cool.
The first one is, how did you get introduced to punk music?
We're posers.
I don't know. I don't say Moses.
That
I
was
think
such a weird answer.
I've always like enjoy it as a genre, but I think it fully clicked for me watching more live stuff like in the local scene, especially. I feel like obviously there's a lot of really good music, punk music out there, but I feel like you get just so much more from it in a live setting. So that
No,
was kind of my
yeah.
gateway for me.
Like very genuinely, I think when we started this band, I was way in a different headspace with how it went, and then
Yeah.
we went to a live show.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
drag them to a basement show to get
Yeah.
them on board with
And that
this
was like,
genre and this
okay,
vibe,
this is really
and
cool.
then they were like, okay.
And then I think like as we worked more in this sort of genre, it kind of became more of my favorite things, and I started liking punkier stuff.
For me, I think it was like over the past like my time in college, I just sort of became more and more aware of a lot of the really interesting stuff that's going on in America and stuff.
Yeah.
And so like over the course of time, there was a lot of like anger building up and not really anything to do with it. And then when we had played our first show and there was like this music that like I had listened to punk music, but I had never really gotten into it. And so like listening to being able to hear people in my earbuds vocalize and sort of be very anguished about stuff that I have been angry about, but really not really able to express much. It was very cathartic.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
a great point. That's very similar.
And then January 20th happened.
yeah.
Well,
And then January 24th as well. I mean, that just happened though.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get too political on it, but there's a lot going on right now, and I think it's
Oh,
Yeah.
the
this is
local
a-
scene has been really good for
Shout
helping.
out to
This is a
the
good
Free
time.
Art
So,
Collective.
yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
gonna say.
yeah.
And
They've
Flying
been doing
Squirrel.
like a soup kitchen thing, Dad's Macaroni. It's very
Really
cool.
cool.
We helped out
Yeah. We
this
did.
last Tuesday. They're planning on doing a lot more.
And it's
all
it's
just, you know,
free
free
potluck,
show
food,
up. There's food, there's music.
music,
It's really
crafts,
cool.
a space
And
hangout.
it
There's a
really-
clothing swap for
Yeah.
clothes.
Very
It's
cool space.
Really good
very
for the
cool
community.
organization.
Helps out a lot of the unhoused.
Huge fan.
It's just really cool to see people like take the space back in a way and just
And,
make it
really
free and
good segue.
accessible and
So
open to
that's pretty
everyone.
cool.
That was a really neat noise.
Yeah, I think that's about it. What else? What else we got, Maya?
What else?
The backlog.
How long does it take for you guys to recover your voices from after a set?
Oh my god, that's such a good question.
It really varies. I think usually for me it's not too bad, but there was one day where I had a choir concert the next day, like in the church and everything, and it was rough. It was rough.
For me, I actually throw out my voice almost every gig, and in a pretty bad way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, me too.
So usually I have to spend the next 1 to 2 days reduced talking, and it's usually like a week until I get every range back. But like 1 or 2 days where I'm genuinely trying to like stop talking and
Yeah.
you know.
I think the most
So-
I've ever hurt my voice while doing Mount Goose stuff is talking in a Shadow the Hedgehog voice to annoy you guys. And then that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sonic 3 was a good movie.
That was
I
so
did
good.
enjoy Sonic 3.
We watched Sonic 3 as a group.
It was
at, like,
mandatory band bonding
Yeah.
because we kind of
Yeah.
hate each
We
other.
all hated
so-
each
Yeah.
other a little bit. At
Our
this
like a
point.
manager,
Yeah. Oh my
our
god.
dumb
our
manager makes us all hang out together. We don't have a manager.
Yeah,
Alex is the manager basically.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's why if you've ever interacted with Mount Goose in an Instagram DM and you see emoticons and like hi spelled out HAI,
Well, that could be anyone.
that's
yeah.
Alex.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been banned from talking on the Mount Goose
you're not.
account. Yeah, no.
You
It was
just
after the
No,
incident.
he banned himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the after the incident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
we really dodged a bullet with that one. Like,
I-
we should have wound up
like,
in court.
Even I agree. Like it was far too late.
And the economic like implications
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
That was the reason for the 2008 housing market crash?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
That
It
was the reason.
It was pretty
yeah.
bad.
We don't.
I-
We
we
should
ap-
talk about that.
we apologize
What's
for
the
that
next
in
question?
advance.
What's
Yeah,
the next
next
question?
The next one says, is Mount Goose going international? Mount Goose EU tour when? Please come to
Ooh.
Italy.
I know exactly who said. Hi, Nolan. That's so funny. I would love to.
Yeah.
That's kind of one of my dreams before. I mean, we're graduating, we're
Yeah.
moving on at some point, but one of my like big like I want to do this is just travel to new places with like
Yeah.
maybe we have a show every other night or something.
Yeah. I know we had
We
almost
talked a
chatted
lot about trying to do like a tour, usually just of like the East Coast of
Coast.
America.
Yeah.
But
well, that's the best coast.
if we ever in like 5 years, if any of us are rich, I think we should just
Oh
like
my God,
yeah.
do a tour of
and
Europe.
we were even
just for
talking
fun.
about like that one Toronto show, but I think it's like fallen through largely.
Yeah.
But we're always open to it.
Yeah.
More.
All right.
Give us more.
Okay.
Jeez, wow.
I want more.
If you couldn't play punk, which genre would you choose? Love
Ooh.
from South Dakota.
Oh.
South Dakota.
I
Oh,
think for
right.
me, I really like R&B type stuff. You know, maybe like a little lighter, a little funkier R&B type stuff. Yeah, probably either synth or piano.
I'm pretty sure once this band is over, Steven and I are starting an MCR cover band.
Oh
So, look out for whenever that happens.
Yeah, totally.
Pretty cool.
I mean, a lot of the way that I've learned drums while we've been doing this has been through learning like a lot of like 70s, 80s like funk songs. So that it was very interesting coming in like learning a bunch of like break beats and stuff like that into playing with this band. Right. So I think like if not for this band, that's probably what I would be doing.
That
Just
could be a cool next arc though.
That'd be
Funk,
kinda fun,
funk
yeah.
band.
Yeah.
I think out of the MCR bit, I actually really like folk music a lot.
Ooh,
So
I got on a really good Woody Guthrie kick like a
Woody
few weeks
Guthrie's
ago.
pretty good.
So
I like Bon Iver a ton, actually, like obsessively. I actually get mocked for talking about it sometimes.
Can you say that name again?
Bon Iver?
Is it Bone Iver or Boney
Yeah.
Iver?
I thought it
here,
was Bob Iger.
It's not Bob Iger. Bob Iger is the CEO of Disney. I don't like you. No, Bon Iver, it comes from the French phrase for
Oh,
good
it's
winter.
French?
No, but it's like Americanized French, so it's like cool. Je déteste la grenouille. Think about that. Anyway.
I will. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Any
So
more in
anything
the
else?
chat log, or should we rock it for a
There's
little
one more thing
Ooh.
that
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you guys would
Fancy.
really like to know.
bit? Ooh.
Oh, me, oh my.
They did bring back the pasta bar at Gracie's.
What?
Like the
Yes!
proper one with
Wait.
the customized?
The proper
Oh
one,
my-
yep.
Oh my
This
gosh.
changes-
This actually is
after this,
massive.
we should do
Yeah,
that.
I'm genuinely thinking about it.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
whoever,
awesome.
Thank you so much, bringer
is
of
big
information.
news.
This is huge. This
Um,
is game changing.
Yeah, that's actually huge. I'm actually genuinely very happy
Yeah.
with that. Do we want to rock a song maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's.
I'm actually a big fan of songs.
Songs?
and music.
Let's.
Let's check the
Oh
set
yeah,
list
yeah. So our next one I think is Sob Sob Snow White,
here. Oh yeah.
which I would really love the chance to explain that.
Yeah,
name,
after,
but they
after.
they never let me do it. So
I don't remember.
well, we can do it after. Okay.
Undertaker!
Remember how I said I'd throw out my voice?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, all right. All right, Steven, we want to explain that?
Yes. So, there
Good
is
thing
a
we're in
town,
podcast.
I think somewhere in Florida. I'm not entirely sure how much I am allowed to say about the story because it does involve multiple large organizations who are famous for attacking
Redact
people
them.
who speak badly against them.
Redact them.
But there was a silly little. Okay, it was so the Scientology community went down to Florida and sort of had a scheme to take over a town. And the way they wanted to do that was by discrediting the mayor, and so they could elect one of their own into that position. And one of the ways that they wanted to do that was they installed a Scientologist as the mayor's personal driver, and then they were planning on having that driver commit a hit and run, thinking that would somehow reflect badly on the mayor himself, which I don't entirely follow the logic there. And that plan was called Operation Snow White for some reason.
Oh, there you go. Half of the title right there.
And the person who was hit by the car was also a Scientologist. And then while in court afterwards, the person who was posing as the mother of the person who was hit by the car said directly the words with very little emotion or acting, "Sob, sob, oh, to my Johnny." She said sob, sob.
She was supposed to start crying.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that a lot the day that we made this song, and so when we were trying to name it, I was just like, Sob Sob Snow White. And then that was
That's catchy.
it.
That was kinda good.
Almost nothing to do with the song itself. It was just
No.
a thing I was
What's
thinking
that-
about that day.
What is the song actually about again? It's just, it's not being trusted. Yeah,
Yeah.
I say that a lot.
It's the idea of working for a company, putting a lot of your labor into the service of that company, and
Then they
quite
chew you up
literally
and spit
giving
you
them
out.
your life, and then not being trusted with anything more than oh, you got to refill the paper cups and stuff like that.
Speaking of corporations, shout out Gooseco Grab and Go.
Yeah.
Gas
gas
station.
station.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gas
Totally
station. It's
exists.
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions, Maya?
Yes, actually.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh.
this is awesome.
Can we hear Steven's Shadow the Hedgehog voice?
I
Yes,
was
we can. Yes, we can.
genuinely really hoping someone would
Everybody,
ask.
wait, be quiet.
All
Listen
right.
and learn.
Okay. Sorry, I'm laughing now. Sorry. Now I feel like if I do it
it's
wrong,
cool.
it's gonna be really embarrassing.
That's cool.
But this
Just
is a
imagine
lot of
everyone
pressure.
with their clothes off.
I don't know why.
Yeah, that would-
Isn't
Anyway.
that what they
freak.
say when you're looking at an audience?
Where's the audience? You freak.
I've been thinking about why the radical left participates in speed running. The answer is the left's lack of work ethic. Do it fast rather than do it right. And in a Petersonian sense,
Petersonian?
to promote alternative archetypes in the marketplace. Fastest hedgehog. You're a beta male, Sonic.
All right. Well, there you go. Yay! I was gonna clap my strings instead. Yeah. No, we're a big fan of voices and Shadow the Hedgehog and everything. Yeah. All right, let's move past that. What's up? What's going on? Any more?
There's one more for now. It asks, are you learning your instruments as you go along, or did you have a certain skill level before forming the band?
That is awesome. So we are definitely all actively learning and improving.
Yeah.
When we started, I think barely.
I played piano a little bit, but
Yeah, and then I mean I've been playing guitar poorly since 7th grade. And I'm still playing poorly now. But I think Steven, truthfully, you've improved
Wagging my
radically.
tail.
yeah.
Don't say that on air. What is up with you?
You were saying?
Dude, you threw me off so hard. I think Steven really improved. I think I remember practices when Mount Goose was really taking off, where it was a lot of improv trouble and a lot of fill trouble.
Yeah.
And I think that problem has just evaporated from what I've seen on the kit. So
Wow.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Alex is actually unimproved.
Yeah, Alex has
I
gotten
think-
noticeably
I think-
worse
yeah,
since we
notice-
started.
it's
Yeah.
really- we're
No,
looking-
it's really bad.
If
yeah.
you or a loved one play bass and want to apply, message Mount Goose Band at Gmail.
It's not even just the bass
You don't
playing; it's just
even-
kind of everything.
yeah.
It's
like-
everything.
it's everything.
Honestly, you
It's
don't
just
even have to
kinda-
be that good at bass to apply.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we lose the bass.
If
and
you can
MC
do
the
it, if
cover
you can
band.
do a triple backflip, that's a big help because
That's true.
it'd be
Yes,
really cool if
yeah.
Sean and the new
Dude,
bassist could do the
That
triple
would be
backflip
really
and sing.
neat, yeah.
Yeah, and Steven,
But-
I'm
which I
expecting you
can't
to
do
learn
that.
the triple backflip.
I'm
Okay,
actually
I'll
really
try. Yeah,
insecure
cool.
about the
I
fact
mean,
that
we-
I've never been able to
Yeah.
do.
I
a
mean, you can
triple
do a
backflip.
double, obviously.
Yeah,
but
obviously.
triple is
Everyone
just-
should be able to do double minimum.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
nothing.
I forgot the question.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but we have been learning and
Yeah.
playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Which
I know
is- it's been cool.
We
Oh,
kind of mentioned.
shout out Bug Day, Rob Varon. He's currently my guitar
Oh
professor.
yeah, we love Rob.
And
Yeah.
he's one of the chillest dudes
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. And we had kind of mentioned this earlier, but I had a background of playing like marching percussion. I was on like the bass drum in my high school marching band, which was so much fun. And then going into this, it was like, oh, I got to learn how to actually play drums. And through RIT, I was able to take drum lessons, which has been super helpful. That's sort of the reason that I've been practicing a lot with like funk and stuff, because that's just what the teacher likes, and he's really good at it. So.
I think for like all of RIT's gripes, truthfully, I gotta say this. I like to be very vocally critical of the board, especially of President Munson. But he did actively encourage the arts a lot more, and I think you can really see it in RIT with how much the band scene has like exploded, and how now there's like genuine practice rooms and architecture and
that's
unlabeled
cool.
music fest.
And
is
that
huge
big
for the
building that
scene.
will totally be done being built. Before
Oh, yeah.
really
Oh, the one
Yeah.
that starts on fire.
No,
No,
not that
Oh, wait.
that's the other one.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's the second of 3 buildings that they're currently building.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the one with music stuff, the one that lights on fire, and then the one that's by Global.
Oh yeah, the research lab. I forgot about that.
If
one.
you say so.
I do say so. Actually, I pretty much say it.
Say it ain't so. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, my guitar's off. That would have been really embarrassing. All right, let's.
Do we want to do Highland last and maybe do Perkins?
Oh
we
yeah,
finish?
because we
So-
have like 15 minutes to kill.
Yeah.
I'm
we got-
probably more like 10 minutes.
We got a couple songs.
There's Maya. You got no more questions?
I got 2 more.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
should we do a song and then?
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do a song. Let's do a song.
Okay.
Yeah, Perkins.
Perkins.
Perkins? Okay.
This is a song. I will not say bad words during it.
Laying in the cretaceous with visions that the baby lay. I'm gonna judge myself and then expect to reach the dino's final stage. Wasting my life, wasting my time. What's the point if we're all gonna die? Stop the lie, stop the fight. The boy can't come to make it with my target. When the trumpets come, you better run. For the day is done, you'll all be gone. When the trumpets come, you better run. For the day is done, you'll be gone. Here we go. You would go to heaven if you went to church. But you, wow, you're just a bud. I know party with my dinosaur friends. Ways got deals in the world in the head. Doesn't make it know about another bigger man. I'll do you the gas tank, but me again, go. When the trumpets come, you better run. For the day's done, you'll all be gone. When the trumpets come, you better run. For the day's done, you'll be dead.
Yeah, we had to change up some lyrics really quick.
There's
Just a little.
very anti-FCC word right in the middle of that vocal structure. So
It's darn. I'm
Shout out-
sorry. We had to say
Shout out
that.
FCC. That was actually the first song that we wrote together
Yeah.
that we play. I mean, we
That's
had some
from-
other like ideas here and there, but that was the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
song that we kind of wrote and finished.
that's from the old Mount Goose era. Actually, we
Yeah.
actually used to practice as a jam band under a different name. I'm not gonna say it right now because it's a little dorky, but someone can if they want to. No,
I don't want to.
Okay, cool, awesome. But we had a whole bunch of other songs that we would use to sort of jam on, and then that's the only one that made it through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
In nihilism,
Shout out the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
but like positive.
They
nihilism.
walked so we can run and make bad
quite
music.
literally, yeah.
They walked so we could power their cars with their
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah.
Even though that's not true, right?
no,
Isn't
no,
oil-
it's not true. Oil is primarily made up of vegetation, not
There you
animal.
go.
Really?
Mount
Yeah.
Goose brings knowledge.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Speaking of dinosaurs, somebody asked what are your favorite dinosaurs?
Oh my God! Yes.
That's
Oh.
a crazy Yeah. I
Um,
didn't expect dinosaurs to come up
you
again.
want to go first?
Yeah,
Shannon?
I would say my favorite is the Triceratops. I think he's just like very chill, and like, you know, he kind of does his own thing, eats his veggies and stuff. But like, a Triceratops can't get eaten by a T-Rex. He's got crazy defense with like his horns and his mane and everything.
That is factual and true. They
so-
can't get eaten.
Yeah, so shout out Triceratops. They're my favorite.
I have dual favorites. Truthfully, I really like
Poser.
the Ankylosaurus. It's very cool. Did you say poser? Is the Apatosaurus the one with the weird noggin?
I would love to be able to answer that question.
Okay, I think.
Apatosaurus is long neck.
Oh, you're right. Whatever. Pachyopteryx? I don't know. It's whenever the one has like a weird hard shell on its head.
Yeah. I know you're
Someone
talking
Google
about.
this for me at home listening, and shoot. You can personally message me on Instagram.
Yeah, you
about
can
it.
message us on Instagram.
I will actually.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
I'll like the
mine
message.
is a little basic.
Wait, I wasn't done.
Oh my.
Sorry.
Oh,
And
you
the
said
other
you
one-
had two,
yeah,
right?
And
I'm
the other
sorry.
one is the Archaeopteryx, which I can never identify in a museum, but I like it. It's like a weird little
All right.
velociraptor bird creature.
It's a good
I
one.
really like it's a little basic, but there's a reason for it. I really like the T-Rex because at a museum near where I grew up, they have like an actual at a lot of museums when they have fossils, those are like casts of the actual
Yeah.
fossils. But at this museum, they had the actual T-Rex skeleton or the fossils,
Oh,
and then
that's
they right next to it they also had a casting of a different T-Rex,
That's cool.
and they were unlabeled, like which one was which.
They were
and
dead, right?
A little bit.
They weren't like real T-Rexes.
Well, if
right?
you subscribe to the Night of the Museum
I do.
theology, then no, nothing is ever truly dead so long as it
Okay.
remains within a museum.
Yep, this is true.
But so like it was a fun little
Gigantor.
game where you'd see two things, you'd have to figure out which one is the actual T-Rex, and I don't remember which one was which.
That's where the story ends. You just don't remember.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I have a lot of good memories of that museum.
That was a really good
It's somewhere
question.
near Pittsburgh.
Thank you
Any
to
more
our
questions?
messengers.
One last question before we have to start wrapping up.
Perfect.
What inspired the band name Mount Goose?
Hey, Sean,
Hey. Am I telling this one? Should I
if you'd
tell
like
this
to,
one? Okay.
if you tell all of it.
I will tell all of it. So, I told you we used to go by a dumb dorky name, and we were like, we can't go live with that one.
Yeah.
So we're coming up with one, and one of the ones I really personally liked was Porch of Geese, because I thought it had this cool sort of portmanteau sound of the word like Portuguese, but it wasn't. But obviously, we're not Portuguese, none of us.
Yeah, so me and Alex are just like, why would we do
It got
that?
like
That'd be weird.
hard vetoed, but we liked the geese, and I still kind of like that weird.
I think in this phase, I drew a
Abbreviation,
little
yeah.
three-headed, like
You say this
sort of
happened. I don't
Serbius
believe
goose,
it.
and
Yeah.
that I got really
I
attached
still-
to
I
it.
don't
so-
I
believe that's
maintain-
the order of events.
No, I think that happened way after all of this. Actually,
No, it was after Porch of Geese, but
Well, it was-
before Mount Goose.
No, I think it was after Mount. Okay, let me explain. So, everyone should know Mount St. Helens.
Yes.
I really kind of liked that idea.
Is
of
it
like,
Helens or Helen? I thought it was just
I'm
Mount
pretty
St.
sure it's
Helen.
Helens with an S. Google that too,
Yep.
listeners, and probably Instagram message us. Anyway, so I really like the St. Goose Road.
It is
blah, blah, blah,
Helens.
blah, blah. Yeah, and so we became
Shout out
Mount
to Percy
Goose.
Jackson.
Became Mount Goose, and
Yeah.
that was it. And then that's kind of, I'm now realizing it's sort of a negative name because there's Mount Joy and also Geese from.
What?
We're both very big bands.
That's a stretch.
I don't.
know.
I think we're chilling.
Yeah, whatever.
All
And
right,
also,
we'll be
because
okay.
I feel like we're sort of like almost mythologizing this name a little bit, I do want to say the old name was Drummer's Dead, and the bit was going to be that they actively are trying to kill me.
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty
We're
funny.
gonna kill Steven mid-set, and Steven was gonna come back in a ghost costume.
in a
Yeah.
ghost costume.
but
Yeah.
we cut that. It was logistically maybe
yeah.
gonna be difficult.
It would have
so.
been really funny though.
But it would have been. Maybe we'll bring it back for Halloween or
Maybe.
something.
Should we play our last song?
I have to say a couple things.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately and unfortunately.
I'm
but
excited for them.
This is unfortunately the end of the Live at WAYO set for today. Thank you all for listening in. If you missed part of today's performance or you want to watch it again, we will be posting the video to the WAYO 104.3 FM YouTube channel and the Live at WAYO page on wayofm.org. Don't you touch that dial once this is over, because next up is Up on the Roof with Kyle Brown. And guys, do you have any musical shows coming up that...
Oh,
Hey, you're
yeah,
the manager.
we have a couple things coming up at Psychic Garden, but our next one is February 15th, I believe, with our friends Faith DeFear and Tight Schedule and Comfort Object. And
That's
it's gonna
the
be really
EP
fun.
release, correct?
Yeah, that's Faith DeFear's EP release.
Very cool.
They're
It's
very cool
neat.
band. We love
Yeah,
hanging out with them.
love
playing
Faith
music with
DeFear.
them. And that's gonna be a cool show. And we love Psychic Garden. So
And where can listeners find your music?
Everywhere.
It's on Spotify right now. Some of our older demos and
Snapchat Premium.
LinkedIn. No, but for real, we're on.
MySpace.
We do a lot of our stuff on Instagram. So if you want to play a show or listen to some music or whatever, Mount Goose Band at Instagram.
It's also on YouTube. I
Yeah,
should
that
put and
almost
SoundCloud.
kind of rhymes.
Mount Goose Band at Instagram. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's got a flow to it.
Oh yeah.
That's
We
what we're
should-
doing next.
We gotta
next
trademark
song,
that.
Next song.
All right.
All right, you guys can take it away.
All right. This is a song about a place called Highland Park.
It's really beautiful right now. Got deep, but I can't outlier. You got money, good ride. No one to ride, but the keys inside. Breathe, can't leave. So I can just wait outside. Got deep, but I can't outlier now. Yeah, you make the right. Break. Here we go. I'm gonna alone in Highland Park. So try to get a Whetstone. I'm gonna alone in Highland Park. I don't want to be here after dark. I'm gonna alone in Highland Park. So try to get a Whetstone. Alone in Highland Park. I want to be here after dark. Here we go.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.